Hello, welcome to Rapid Regeneration. What is this? Rapid Regeneration. I'm David Escamilla. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical professional. I'm not making any medical claims or claims about diseases. I am simply on a mission to help you. I happen to have gained some amazing knowledge over almost a decade of solving my health problems, going from being completely miserable. I had no will to live. Every day was a nightmare. I didn't feel like myself. I felt terrible pain. I felt exhaustion. I didn't feel like I could earn money and go out and just function in this world, much less have relationships that were healthy. And all my friends, like, it was so painful. And I figured out this information and I saved my life. And other people helped me do it. I had virtual mentors, just like you're listening to this right now. Other people were committed to helping people like me and sharing information and sharing the knowledge of what to do. And I was so grateful for that. That saved me. And now I'm replicating that. I'm doing the same thing because I don't know what better thing to do. So I'm committed to doing that for you. I know that the knowledge I have can help you. And yes, so basically this is going to be real quick, but as you finish your education about full spectrum analysis of the nature of food and how we interact with different foods, I would be remiss if I did not mention vegetables. What's the role of vegetables? Because throughout rapid regeneration, a lot of hype goes to the raw foods, and they're very glamorous, and how they're gonna, all the high electrical energy and the amazing enzymes and probiotics, and so the raw foods are the real star. But where do vegetables really fit into that? Because it's really the fruits that that seem to get a lot of attention. So it's funny because vegetables in pop culture, those are the star of the show. Those are, oh my gosh, this is the healthiest thing. Eat a salad, eat your spinach, your broccoli, and you have like Popeyes, the cartoon, and you have so many things in pop culture. Remember your mother? She would say, eat your vegetables, and no dessert until you clear your plate. And this is true among mainstream diet people and people in the medical field, and they're always talking about how great vegetables are. But the thing is that fruits, are the real star of the show. I mean, vegetables don't even come close. I mean, they're in the ballpark, but they don't come close to the electrical, the regenerative power that's contained within fruits. In terms of electricity, it is true that vegetables contain less. They contain, 8 to 9,000 angstroms of electricity, while fruits can contain 10,000 or more angstroms of electricity. And that's a much bigger spread when you consider we may be vibrating around 6,500, depending on the individual. Also, going back to what foods are we really designed to eat? Vegetables can be very fibrous and have a lot of texture, a lot of cellulose. Now, fiber and cellulose can be a good thing. It can be sort of like a broom on your intestinal tract. But too much can be overwhelming. And many vegetables are plant structures which are more suited to be eaten by herbivores. I mean, they have these grinding teeth and multiple stomachs, long GI tracts. And so, yeah, I mean, some of these vegetables that are just like so chewy and rough, and yeah, that's more designed to be eaten by a giraffe. And and it shouldn't be a big surprise if it's not being digested that great by a human. Now vegetables they're lower in simple sugar content, lower in overall fuel. Fruits are much more densely packed. They're more calorically dense. They have more simple sugars. And so, a lot of the mainstream people are saying, oh, this is why fruits are so great, because they're low in sugar. But once you get up and running, once you're eating a healthy diet, once you're feeling energetic and vibrant and healthy, it's in my experiences, it takes a lot more fuel to sustain that. And you're going to need energy calorically to sustain that energy. And so it's tough to get it from vegetables because the sheer amount of calorie units that are required, and and yeah, and you're going to get some glucose, but you're going to get more fructose from fruits, and we've even gone over why fructose is a superior fuel source to glucose, even though they're simple sugars. The glucose is actually going to require more insulin on a per unit basis. Now, I'm not saying that, now you have to compare it fairly. I don't want to get too nerdy and everything, but yeah, the insulin can actually be absorbed by the cell wall. In some cases without the fructose can, in some cases without the insulin, whereas glucose is going to require insulin. And you're going to need to eat a lot more vegetables to get the same level of fuel that you are from just some less fruits. So that's the comparative difference. That's where vegetables don't have what the fruits have, but vegetables still have a lot of good qualities, and there's a role for vegetables as you go to achieve your health goals. So just know where these fit in and how these can help you. Here's a couple ways. So vegetables can be a very good source of minerals. They can be more mineral rich than fruits can. Keep in mind that all these foods a lot of them are lacking in minerals, and it's a great shame because of the soil quality here in America and worldwide. So, I actually will consume a high quality source of dried barley grass juice powder. And this is a vegetable, and I consume this almost every day. A good healthy scoop of this powder, because it is so high in minerals, sodium, vitamins, nutrients that you're probably not getting from your fruits. As amazing as fruits are, hydrating, alkalizing, electrically powerful, but lacking in minerals probably because of the way that they're grown. So if you want to check out that powder, just go to rapidregeneration.com/green powder. So yes, that's a great role for vegetables. Vegetables can also be a good source of fiber. So sometimes you might find yourself craving this. Like I went through a phase when I was eating a lot of smoothies, and I felt like, man, I don't think I'm getting the fiber that I need. And so I started putting like a pound of lettuce into a smoothie, and a pound of lettuce, it's when you blend it, it only makes like not that much liquid. So it wasn't even adding that much to the smoothie. Or some celery. You may find yourself, your body feels like, oh man, I need some fiber. And so vegetables can be a very good source of that. And you can do that, or you can eat a salad or whatever. Vegetables also provide variety. You can make a big salad with lots of fresh lettuces, other veggies. Keep in mind that some things that are referred to as vegetables are actually fruits, like cucumber, zucchini, peppers, and tomatoes. But yeah, so you can get some variety. It can be monotonous, just eating other healthy foods. So vegetables are good for that. Also, if you need a cheat meal, okay, cooked vegetables, this is going to be one of the least bad foods you can eat. Okay, if you're going to eat cooked foods, there's no better food that you can make than vegetables. I mean, what else are you going to eat? I mean, okay, yeah, you could eat some beef, some grass-fed beef, or an omelet, or we've talked about, you could eat beans, you could eat grains, you could eat potatoes or starches. We've already talked about all those foods. I mean, they have their problems. So if you're going to eat cooked foods, which you will, then go for the cooked vegetables. I mean, this is, there's a lot of variety, a lot of different things you can do with cooked vegetables. And, it can be very savory, very filling, and steaming them is probably the most healthiest way to eat them, at least acidic, and preserves the most nutrients. And if you're going to cook with oils, it'd be better to cook with coconut oil than olive oil, so it doesn't denature. But yeah, I mean, I try to be a very good boy. I try to be very well behaved, of course, but I love a good big plate of cooked vegetables, no question. Delicious. I mean, very delicious. And so, yeah, I mean, that's a big roll of vegetables. I mean, unless you're going to be 100% raw, I mean, which is very difficult. Very few people do it. Then if you're going to eat cooked foods, eat cooked vegetables. I mean, because these other foods are so much more acid forming and can really set you back weeks from achieving your health goals. Okay, vegetables can also be used for texture, flavor, and to spice up other meals. Okay, there's a lot of amazing recipes, even raw food recipes out there that use a dehydrator, and make some of these neat things. And cooked recipes, many of the herbs and spices come from vegetables, and so yeah, they can be used for that, for cooking, for chefy type stuff. Juicing is another amazing role of vegetables. So yes, you can get the amazing nutrition from these vegetables, the amino acids, the vitamins, and the power, without having to digest all of that excess material. And so yes, juicing is an amazing way to experience a vegetable, and have the most amazing carrot juice, spinach juice. What else? Celery. Look at celery juice and the amazing qualities of that, and how many people have experienced the most amazing results using celery juice. So yes, that is definitely a big role of vegetables, is juicing them. Okay, lastly, let's not forget my favorite role of vegetables is the botanical world, the magical herbs that are therapeutic and that can be used, for the body. So these herbs and these herbal formulas that can be made into capsules, or liquefied into a tincture, or made into into a glycerin, cold pressed. And so yeah, these magical herbs are so powerful. These are non-hybridized vegetables. These species have been around for so long, and they possess a divine intelligence. And this helps maintain the balance of plants and animals. And so, yes, that is the most amazing role of vegetables. If you haven't tried herbal supplements, You got to try them. You can even grow your own botanical herbs. And so, yes, it's worth noting that unlike fruits, which basically all fruits are basically more or less benevolent and beneficial to the body, there are some problem vegetables. And so I'm going to talk about that in an upcoming segment called Raw Foods to Consider Avoiding. There are some bad boys of the vegetable world that can cause issues. So I'm doing this to help you, and especially that segment. So yeah, that's it. That's the role of vegetables. Now, if you're really serious or desperate of solving health issues, go all in on the fruits, and your fruits are going to be your best friends. Have your vegetables, off to the side and use those too. But I think if someone was going to say, "Oh, I'm gonna try to get myself healthy and well. I'm gonna eat nothing but salads," and then someone else is like, "I'm gonna have my fruits," I think the fruit person would be running around circles about the salad person. But power pack those fruits, power pack those herbs. Use cooked vegetables if you need to cheat, if you need to eat something cooked, which I'm sure you will frequently. But and use vegetables for their role in helping you to achieve your goals. So I hope this was helpful. Definitely check out the upcoming segment about the foods to consider avoiding. And whatever you do, just stay committed. I know it's not easy, and I really struggled with food majorly for years, and so I know it's not easy. Keep going, and just know that it will get easier if you stay committed. It will get easier. You will get divine assistance. Your cravings will get better, and you can reach a point where it does get easy. So I'm so honored to help you out. This is brought to you by rapidregeneration.com. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help you. And that's all for now.
For more information, please follow @Rapid Regeneration or visit rapidregeneration.com.